If you have a high school age child headed for college, the dinner table discussion has probably already turned to writing that all-important college essay. We know lots of moms are fielding questions from stressed out students, not sure what to write about or how to even get started. We want to help. Today we're hosting our own essay writing and coaching session right here in our studio. We have Aubrey, Evan, and Lexi. They're all high school students at various stages of the essay writing process. Look at those A++ers hard at work. And my expert guest today, educational consultant Amanda Groh, is going to coach them through key phrases of the process so that you can learn along. It's so great to have you.
Good to be
great
here.
to have these students.
I know, they're my all-stars. It was fun to bring them today.
You can tell that they're on track, studious. They're going to be great to help us learn along as we move through this process. But first, establish what the personal essay is and why it's so important in the college application process.
Okay. So the essay gives us a chance to show something that like your list of extracurriculars, your grades, your test scores can't show. It shows your personality. It shows who you are as a person. And it can, in some cases, really help you jump out of the stack, jump out of the pile of applications that they get. It can help you appear as somebody that they really want on their campus.
You're more than just a number, more than just a GPA.
Yeah, absolutely. This is your chance to show that, to show them who you really are.
You say students really need to know what the personal essay is and perhaps more importantly what it is not.
That is important, to kind of clarify what experts in the field recommend as your approach. First thing it is not is a list of all of your accomplishments. I know it's tempting. You've got great accomplishments.
It'd be easy to slip into that
especially these
humble
guys.
brag mode.
These guys have done so many good things. It's tempting to go there, but you've already done that in another part of the application. This is somewhere where you have to be specific and bring up something actually kind of surprising.
Well, speaking of that specificity, you say the first step is to pinpoint, zero in on a moment that would help depict who you are.
Yes. So think about those poor essay evaluators. They've got a whole stack of essays.
We feel sorry for them, do we?
Don't feel sorry for them. Okay, so they've got a whole stack of essays, and some of them will sound so similar. So if you can highlight a moment in your life, a surprising, even perhaps simple little moment, or some aspect of your character, some piece of your personality that you could discuss in a surprisingly beautiful, specific little way, that's what's going to help them remember you and see you as a real person.
You've already been coaching this morning. Our students, our writers, they're hard at work. So Aubrey, you're a junior just starting the process. What personal moment are you focusing in on?
I have taken notice to what things that I'm interested in, and I'm very interested in things like dermatology because I love to take pictures, but if people don't have good skin, then they don't feel confident behind the camera.
Okay.
And I'm also interested in things like sports broadcasting because I've grown up playing sports and watching them, and I love to talk to people. And so now I'm just watching for my moment throughout this year so I can write a good paper.
Nice, nice. And she got really specific, like you said.
Yeah, so one of the things I love about the fact that Aubrey's a junior is that I wanted to point out to your viewers that this is a process.
Yeah.
And Aubrey's looking at some highly selective schools, so her essay may actually matter a ton. For a lot of people, the essay's not a huge game changer. If you don't have it's just one piece of the puzzle, but the highly selective schools where they are carefully evaluating the essays, it may be a big game changer. So with Aubrey, we're in the early stages, but over the next year, I hope she can watch for that moment when those interests converge in perhaps a surprising way.
So it doesn't hurt to plant that seed
No, to plant a seed now, to just look at it over the long term. You're waiting for that little moment. Maybe it's already happened, but it'll occur to you in a moment.
I love it.
So just look at it over the long term.
Aubrey, nice job. Evan, what personal moment are you drawing from?
You know, I haven't really identified an actual personal moment specifically in my life. That's something I'm really working on. But one thing I really do focus on is really my why in pretty much everything I do in my life, right? So if you can find your why, then the how really becomes simple. And so that's kind of the personal moment that I'm leaning toward, finding that why moment that I want to follow for the rest of my life.
So I love that he's got the big picture of what he wants the college to see. And so it's gonna, I mean, it'll take some soul searching, but you'll find a moment that's gonna match. He'll find a moment that's going to match and help them see that that's something that matters to
you do need to be looking for it, which is a huge takeaway.
You got to be looking for it.
All right, Lexi, we're checking in with you in just a moment, so stand by, okay? We're going to follow this process throughout the hour. Amanda's going to be coaching them and walking us through it. We'll chat with our third student, Lexi, here coming up in just a bit, so stand by for a little more insight.